Hi, this is Kit Hoover with Century 21 Kreuser and Seiler in Libertyville, Illinois, with another real estate discussion. Today we're talking about closing dates. I've had a lot of clients ask me, I know that's what the closing date is in the contract. Does that mean that's when we're closing? Well, there's an easy answer. I could say yes, but it's a little more complex than that. Contractually, if you have a written agreement and you've agreed upon a closing date, that's the closing date. If you want to change that closing date, you have to do it in writing, and it has to be agreed by both parties. So the closing date that you initially agreed to in a written contract is typically binding, and that's likely when the closing date's going to be. Here's one of the caveats. Lending takes longer these days, so the lender may request a little extension. It could be a couple days, it could be a week, or as much as even maybe 2 weeks. So that closing date might have to be flexed if you want to stay in the deal. But if the closing date that you initially signed off on it has been requested to be changed, both parties have to agree. Otherwise, yes, that is the closing date. So when you are negotiating, keep that in mind as you decide on a closing date. For my clients, I like to choose Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday because title companies are not open on the weekends typically, and if you have a problem on a Friday, you can't solve it the next day, and who gives their best efforts on Mondays anyways? So I would recommend a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday closing date. Well, that's all I have for you today about closing dates, but if you have other questions about closing dates or any other questions about real estate, you can give me a call at 847-643-6011. Drop me an email, kit@kithoover.com, or go to my website, www.kithoover.com. I'm Kit Hoover with Century 21 Kreuser and Seiler in Libertyville, Illinois. Thanks for watching.